Can you go a little tighter on this? Yeah. Yep. Yep. Time for some action. Huh?
Let me go down and press roll.
I'm good.
Okay.
Are you happy?
Am I happy?
Are you happy?
I'm
The way
happy.
things are at?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, testing. I feel like this is not good.
What's not good? The sound?
Yeah. Do yours?
Testing.
Yeah, it's Cameron sound.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Same setup as earlier, right?
Huh?
That's what you and Chess had earlier?
No. I think because the battery got took out. Testing. Nothing.
Nothing.
Nope.
Let's change that.
See if they both plugged up.
Yeah, that will. Either one.
Yeah, because earlier Chaz was starting to break things down. I said, no, me and Twiz are shooting afterwards. And I don't know, he didn't put everything back. I think he just defaulted to go. Here we go. Jimmy Allen, ladies and gentlemen. Jimmy Allen is back up in this thing. What up? You ready?
Yeah.
Sounds good? Yep, sounds good. Mic's on. Mic sounds nice. We back.
It's been a minute.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen. Have you heard this song before? I know I told you this before. I asked you this before.
And I didn't know it.
Right. And I don't know where the song is from. It's like the intro of an album. And it opens up with that. Ladies and gentlemen. Na, na, na.
Nope. Don't know that.
Yeah, Jimmy, I'm back to back, man. The setup was already here, so Twills just slid in my DMs, yo, and said, "What's up? Let's go ahead and shoot a podcast."
We haven't shot in a while.
No, pow. We in this thing, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with a new episode of Baldie Locs.
Baldie Locs.
Yeah.
There you go. I was trying to be sporadic.
Yeah. For those who don't know,
Mm-hmm.
Which one is Baldie and which one has Locs? Just don't be fooled by Jenny from the block who just divorced her husband today.
Yo, so sad about that.
This is her fourth divorce.
I'm Twilla Amin, by the way.
I'm Deon Lack.
Can I really say, like, I was really rooting for them because J-Lo and Ben Affleck, that is because Benifer, because one, it was like a rekindle, right?
Yeah.
And then it's been in the news for such a long time. Like, are they getting divorced? Are they not? And I was just like, I hope it's rumors. Like, this is hers. This is her marriage. It's going to go well. It was the rekindle. I was really rooting. I mean, Ben hadn't looked happy in a while, but
it's that now I remember.
That's the exact
now
face.
Now I remember why we broke up.
That was the exact face.
Yeah. And then the other Jennifer Gardner's like, yeah.
You always compared me to that one,
and I know the other husband's like, come on, man. Come on, this seat over here. Take a seat with us.
And listen. Because I think, like, naturally our first thought was like, it's her fourth divorce. It's her.
Yeah.
But I'm like, or maybe she just knows her standards, you know? Like I'm trying not to like automatically be like, it's her fault. It's her. But I'm like, maybe it's just she knows what she's looking for.
There has to be a documentary.
There is a documentary on her.
I mean, of her divorces,
Oh,
as in, she marry Ben Affleck back in the day? Or they
mm-mm.
just dated.
They were just dating.
So just so I need between her, Kim Kardashian, and Jordan.
Listen, all the true divas, all the true Hollywood divas had like 7 husbands. They had multiple marriages.
Yeah,
And maybe that's just a true sign of a diva.
yeah. Dion needs to grow the locks back. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
If I could, I would. Yeah.
Have you tried?
I don't have the patience. I don't have the patience.
What would we be? It would just be the Locs, the Locs podcast.
Yeah. I'll just shave my facial hair, Baldie.
Speaking of the Locs, did you see their tiny desk?
No.
I hadn't seen the whole thing. I saw a clip, and I was like, "Wait, this might be dope. I need to go and listen." Yeah. It's been maybe about a month, but I was just like, "This is."
I wasn't a fan of the Locs.
I didn't think I was, but like,
I'm sure they got some bangers.
Yeah, it felt like, I don't know, it just felt like good music type.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like, because you have the tiny desk, you have the instruments going, and you just vibing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I definitely wanted to check that out. I didn't hear you say anything about it, but I was like,
yeah, I don't watch Tiny Desk like that. Only one I was really, really intrigued with was Neo's.
You didn't even say Usher. That's rude.
I watched it. Yeah. I think that made it famous. That was during the pandemic, right?
Was it during the pandemic?
So I remember that was like a meme.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been 4 years since the pandemic, and it just feels like
not that long ago, right?
Yeah.
You moved in the pandemic, right?
I moved 2 years afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's it going? I know you were shooting earlier today.
Yeah.
You've had a productive day.
Yeah. Life is grand. Life is moving. Making dramatic changes in my life. And
not the dramatic ones.
Dramatic.
Jeez.
Uh-huh.
Just not baby steps. You just going for it.
Yep.
You care to tell us what these dramatic steps are? It's private.
I've upped my my step game. I'm not doing 10K no more. I'm doing 11K.
Okay. All right. I mean, that's something.
That's
significant.
Step.
Yeah.
That's a step. Yeah. Did you turn the air off?
I think you said you were turning it off.
I turned it down.
I didn't turn it off.
Are you still getting stuffy?
It's not as cold.
Yeah, I'm like, I feel like Twilla's trying to these lights are on. It's time for them to cook.
I didn't do that.
Anywho, Spicy Original is back up in this thing.
What up, Spicy?
Spicy Original.
What's up? If y'all are like, who are these people talking to?
Yeah.
We're live right now. If you subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell, you'll get notifications when we're live, and you too could be talking to us.
Boom.
I don't want the people to think we're crazy.
Absolutely not.
Like we're speaking to a live studio audience that ain't live.
Speaking of crazy, there was me and Chaz were talking about having a colonoscopy earlier today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Real time, there was a Florida doctor who didn't have his hearing aid in. And he was giving somebody a colonoscopy, 2 people at the same time. He started the procedure before they were sedated, and they were shoving.
No.
The camera
No.
They were in and out. They said,
no.
Stop.
He didn't have no hearing aid in.
Just vibing the music.
Why?
And they couldn't move.
Why?
Said,
Did you look this up?
It was on Donkey of the Day.
Oh,
So yeah, they had a whole
oh my gosh.
little,
Oh lordy, lordy, lordy. Nope, nope.
yeah, yeah,
That is horrible.
yeah. Shoved it up in them.
Ah, why two people at a time?
I mean, that's probably what they had did. They probably was like butt to butt. And they just moved the curtain away. Like, they both sleep, so let's go ahead and do this.
Oh,
Also,
my
why is he
gosh.
not? Why is he not a nurse there that's functional? and
Right.
shit?
Why is he there by
I
himself?
mean, they could have said, because hey, doc, you shouldn't do that because he's not sedated. He was like,
And why did he have on his hearing aids?
I mean, probably this is the only time I get to have peace to myself. I don't like people talking to me.
Oh
If
my
any-
gosh.
if
Now he's getting
anybody-
sued for malpractice.
Can somebody, Spicy, can you find that article?
Oh my gosh. That is horrible.
Yeah, 'cause
Horrible.
yeah, shoved it up in there.
No, just stop talking about shoving it anyway. That sounds uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Uncomfortable. Dang it, Dion. I was not
Yeah,
ready.
yeah.
I was.
I'm upset if somebody try to put a Q-tip in my ear. Like, I need control of what's in there. hey. Yeah,
That is wild.
yeah.
And I would think that the doctor probably feels really bad about that.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, I need to know what the story was. I need to know what he thought was like. Yeah, I just because I don't know if they would. Why couldn't they squirm? That has nothing to do with being deaf. Like
yeah.
unless it was kind of like
I mean, unless they were just like they were pretty sedated.
yeah.
Yeah. There's definitely usually more than one person in the room.
Spicy Vision said there's unusually more than one person in the. Oh, that's what it means.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was agreeing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, but I'm just like really uncomfortable, and I don't even know how to transition from that. I'm tortured.
So voice crack.
I don't know what to do. Information.
You know what's uncomfortable
What?
is no matter what side of the politics side you are on,
Mm-hmm.
once you kind of tap into other sides and hear their story, you be like, okay, I can't say I get it, but it's like if all I hear is this,
Mm-hmm.
like Instagram.
You've been watching Fox News again, huh?
So I have a friend, a really good friend of mine,
Mm-hmm.
who is a huge Trump supporter, and she always posts stuff in her stories. And when she posts stuff in her stories, I'll be like, "Oh, this is how they flip this."
Okay. It gives you perspective. That's good.
Yeah, but all in the comment section, you got to be dumb as hell to vote for Kamala. Like, why would you do
Not
this?
saying Kamala.
Kamala. And this guy was like, "Listen, I was a dedicated Democrat. I voted for Obama. I did this, and I had to Obamacare. And then something happened. I lost my Obamacare, and my children didn't have insurance. My wife didn't have insurance. And then when Trump came in, he eradicated and did this and got us back up and running. And my mortgage was at like a 2%. And then when Biden got in there, it went from 8%. And I was like, in my head, I was like, y'all are like, we're in a pandemic.
It's multiple things. It's like we were in a pandemic, but there was also like what always happens in politics is that we never see like the full effort of somebody getting in office and doing like the benefits of their economic policies until after that person is out of office.
Right.
So right now, like when you feel the pressures, especially with this Biden administration, we felt like the pressures of the pandemic and like certain policies that were put in place during the Trump era, we're feeling those, and then then there's the current politician is having to overturn those, and we probably won't feel that error into the next presidency.
Right.
So it's always like it feels like real time, or we don't understand how like it impacts, but it definitely. A lot of times when people are like, this is a good economy, like you can actually, if you look at who was in office previously, especially like the 4 years right before that, then you can usually attribute it to that presidency or the administration. It could be the House or whatever. Yeah, like I was listening to Trevor Noah's podcast last week, and they were actually talking about like how if people were really willing to listen to other people, and hear their points, like even just say like, hey, are you willing to sit down and listen to why I support Trump?
Mm-hmm.
And um, that person, if you hear that person's perspective, it could be like why a person is, you know, anti-abortion or pro-life or whatever it is. Like if you're really willing to sit down and hear their narrative and talk with them, that person's mind, the other person is able to soften. Like you said, you kind of get it. That person, you're able to soften your approach and have some sympathy or empathy for the other person or the other perspective. But the thing is, kind of like where we are right now as a country, we're so polarized. And I'll say this, like, you don't want to hear the other side. You're like, that's stupid, that's dumb, I
Right.
don't trust you.
Right.
And then you're not willing to
Waver.
waver at all, and then you kind of like strip the humanity from those people, like by just saying, I think you're dumb, you're just a simple Trump supporter. We're like,
Right.
but these are actually people.
What's crazy is like, it's not even a year, it's not even 6 months. This dude was convicted of crimes. Convicted. 36 indictments. And they just, I don't hear about that at all.
If you would definitely hear about it if it was like, I laugh so hard because it just tells you a lot about our country, that when President Obama wore a beige suit, people lost their minds.
Right.
And now it's just like,
you gotta find something to latch onto.
Yeah, and it's just like, well, I mean, those crimes, like it was just a witch hunt. Like, it's kind of like I don't mind you having opinions and feeling a way about certain things. Just keep that same energy across the board.
Yeah. Trump is incredible when it comes to pivots.
That's your guy.
I absolutely love Trump, but not as a president. He is great. He is great as a pivot. He'll find something and latch onto something, and he'll be like, yeah, just him talking sounds like a comedian. The way he kind of like fluster his thoughts.
Yeah.
And then you say, oh, script? Okay. We're going to take back America. And he's like, do you remember when Chili said that take back steaks?
Oh. Baby back.
Oh, the way they came back. I remember one time I actually dropped the whole entire plate of steaks on my lap. And I tried to get my money back, but I ended up buying the whole entire Chili's, because when you got money like I do, you can take back.
And Chili's, they make a good steak, but not like the Trump steaks. I make the best steaks.
Yeah.
You got to do the hand movement.
Yeah. Anytime Trump talks about Democrats, it's like, it's never before. It's the worst. This administration is by far the worst. She will be the worst president ever.
The most liberal.
Yeah. So far left.
And that's what people latch on to, because they're like, yeah, I didn't like her either. And, but I think the last time we did this podcast, I was just like, hey, Ayo, I'm packing up. I'm leaving. I am out of here. And I think since like we have a candidate that's younger, wow, that's him and Kamala are the same age.
Who? Oh, yeah.
Our VP nominee and our presidential nominee are the same age.
For the longest, the Republicans was going crazy over how old Joe Biden is.
Yeah.
Oh, he's old. What is wrong with y'all? We should not have old presidents. Now that Donald Trump is the oldest president who has ever ran, it's like, now they're like,
let's leave that alone. That's ageist. Let's not mention that.
Move that entirely.
But yeah, I think it's I dare say hopeful. Like, I know a lot of people still have like, they feel a certain way about the ticket and the nominees or whatever. I'm hopeful, but I still am looking into like my buying land elsewhere, just in case it pops
You
off.
ain't going nowhere.
Whatever, bro.
Yeah. It's about bloodshed.
Yeah. Um, I've been like honestly like I'm about to buy land in Ghana near my parents. Um, just so I can have land somewhere and have like a home near there.
Just want buy just buy 1 acre. You know?
Yeah, that's it. They were like selling 1 acre. This is 1 acre that already has a well. No, in Ghana with like a well already built, already fenced in. $5,000.
Mm.
What?
Yeah.
Where do you get a full acre for 5,000? And to build the house, like you can honestly build a house for like 25,000.
Yeah.
So that's happening.
Let me ask you this:
Yes.
you come to my funeral?
When do you plan to expire?
The funny thing is, somebody had said best friends can't go to each other's funerals. So it's like somebody's gonna move out of here. So I want to do a bit of like talking to myself of like, hey, you come to my funeral, best friend? Oh, absolutely, absolutely. He's like, what are you planning? I'm like, I want to do a destination funeral. He's like, what? Why? I want to see how much people love me to travel overseas to a funeral. Like, what? Why?
No.
I want you to invest in my funeral.
No.
And it was like, what do you got planned? I want to have a funeral in Antarctica.
No, sir.
It's like,
I will not be there.
okay, sure. It's like on Christmas. I want you to sacrifice your entire Christmas for me. So every time Christmas comes around, I'm like, remember that time we went to Dion's funeral?
No, we're not doing that. I'm already mad when people have weddings on Christmas. I'm like, you selfish.
I remember this. I remember I had a production. I did a production on Christmas.
I forgot about that. Yeah, you did.
Yeah. And we was at the Four Seasons City of Commerce, and I remember they were just loading us up with cookies. Loading us up. You want more cookies? You want more cookies? It's a beautiful wedding. It was like the entire church was like dripping with icicles.
I just like people want to be. I mean, like, sure, if it's really just like your loved ones, like y'all are already together doing gifts, and then you show up for a wedding. I get that. I guess, but I'd be like, I don't want to go to your wedding on Christmas.
Yeah, that means I got to sacrifice my day for you.
Right. What they talking about?
Tim Waltz.
Spicy says Tim Waltz is a great choice for VP, in my opinion. I totally agree. He's definitely got that, like, I know he's from like the Midwest, and he's just like down to earth. Like they just like normal people. Like I could see him being a teacher.
Yeah.
Just
I like Shapiro, but at the same time, I like Waltz.
Yeah.
But also, why aren't nobody talking about like Mike Pence? As in, like, yo, do you realize how bad you were? That he was like, I'm not running again.
Right. Well, he turned against, like, he pretty much said, like, when it came to like the January 6th stuff, like Trump said, like, first of all, he was like, I can't back you up to say that this vote was fraudulent. And also you kind of just left me there to like fend and deal with the people. And, like, I think he not testified against him, but I think he like spoke against Trump. So it's kind of like there's already bad blood that wasn't coming back.
Yeah.
And like the thing with like Pence, although like I'm not a fan of his policies at all, and I think he would be like a terrifying president in the sense that it would be like extremely hateful against certain groups of people. I feel like he knows politics. Like he's a politician, and he knows how to be a president.
Politicians are like car salesmen, man. They give you big dreams, and as soon as they sell you on the car, they be like, all right, well, go back to my house and my family. Let me know when my car comes in, car salesman. Well, I got you. You got to get the best right off the lot. You know what I'm saying? No mileage. Okay, let me know when it comes in. I got you, brother. We got to just kind of move some things around, some policies to kind of let you know when it comes in. Hey, you promised me a '64 Cadillac, Impala. I know, I did. It's coming. It's coming. 4 years later, if you vote for me again, I promise you'll get your.
Because I started building the body of the Impala,
Yeah, yeah,
but you know the other side.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've already built my garage, man. I'm prepared for it.
yeah, um, yeah. So I feel like politics is like that thing, like something that a game that you play. There's certain people that are definitely in it for change.
Hmm.
Um, but at some point people are persuaded or only, it's a power, it's a certain power. I kind of feel like as much service as Joe Biden did for our country, he spoke last night at the DNC and he was like, I was too young to be in office at 29. He was started off as senator and too old to be president.
It's on the
No,
bar.
he thought it was a bar.
Yeah.
But he did dedicate a whole life of service or whatever, and I believe that he probably really got into it for the good of it. But he kind of like tasted. I feel like it took him so long to remove himself as president, as a candidate, because he felt a little bit of that power.
Yeah.
Like the
I
most
wanna walk
powerful
away.
person in the world.
Yeah.
What?
You want me to walk away from this?
Yeah. Oh, you know what I heard that's crazy to me?
What?
Um, I guess the World Bank or the World Court or whatever is proposing a tax on the world's richest people, like on billionaires.
Good.
And so they're saying like economists say that it's a good plan because if like a country imposed that status of a tax, then those people would just move to another country.
Hmm.
Be like, but it's like, hey, you kind of have a responsibility as the wealthy to help some here infrastructures here in the world. But I think
Yeah.
like, um, I say it's crazy in the sense like, yeah, there should be some like tax implication, like you should have to pay certain taxes, but also like that's wild because it's like what a world government, like
Yeah.
who, what, like,
Right. Right.
and then how do you split those taxes?
Right.
Like what countries did they go to?
Yeah.
I mean, like that's a wild sentiment right there. Like,
Yeah.
because we only
Yeah.
pay tax to the United States government,
Right.
to the city, to the state.
World tax.
Can you imagine having to pay a world tax?
Yeah.
Like what? And I feel
Yeah.
like if you start the idea of a world tax, like it would just get worse. Like now I bought a plane ticket. Now I got to pay world tax on my plane
Yeah.
for an international flight. Like I feel like it's no end.
Yeah. Yeah. Unless they said no tax and fees, and they. I try to find a way.
Right? No, I'm like I don't trust it.
Yeah.
I mean, sure. I feel like I am a person that feel like people should be able to pay their tax portions. Like I can't, like the loopholes that the rich have, like I try to apply it the best I can to my
Mhm.
little account. It does nothing. But I'm like, the way I just think that's crazy because I don't want those taxes myself.
Yeah, I don't even know how to make that work. I was trying to figure out a way. How do you tax billionaires and where does that money go? I would say it will go to the country, but they just keep moving around.
Well, that's the reason they want to put it in there, like so they're not, so like they don't feel like they can move to another country. So they're not saying let's move to another, let me move to Sweden. It's like, nah, Sweden got that world tax too.
Right.
There's like nowhere you could go that doesn't have the world tax. But it's like, how do you distribute that evenly across the world? What does that do? Is this, I don't know, like a crazy new world order? What are we talking about?
Hmm.
And apparently Obama is speaking
Oh.
or
You might
was
get up off of there.
earlier. I guess one of my coworkers hit me up. Obama, I'm watching Obama, so it might have been earlier.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So speaking of rich people,
Okay.
today Beyonce announced
Okay.
that she has a new whiskey brand
Oh.
in
Let me
partnership
guess.
with Hennessy
What
called,
the name is?
what is it? Whiskey.
It's called whiskey. It's called Renaissance. Cowgirl.
It's an image of a horse on there, but it's not.
Horse. I don't know.
It's called Sir Davis. You know her son's name is Sir.
Who's Davis?
I don't know who Davis is.
Okay.
I didn't do my research. It's available for pre-order now. It's $90, which I guess okay, but I think they said start shipping or maybe start selling, whatever, September 4th, which is Beyonce's birthday. And everybody was like, somebody was like, she ain't slick. This is just us cash apping her.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Money for her birthday.
Yeah, this is for me, y'all. This is for me.
Right.
Her grandfather's is named after her grandfather, somebody.
Well, that makes, because her thing said, I got Davis in my bones. I was like, who the F is Davis? Like, I know who Sir is.
Right.
That's cute for her.
Yeah.
She's got Sacred. She's got, which is the hair stuff. I use the shampoo. It's actually really good. And then I know she has like her fragrance. I haven't tried that. And she has, I mean, Beyonce is gonna have some sort of business making money somehow. All these rich singers do.
I think at some point, a lot of the people just come to her like, have this idea, and you just stamp your approval on it.
Yeah. I guess that's probably, but she gets all over that person. I mean, this is
the remix.
This is like the brand is affiliated with Hennessy Moet. So I mean, at least lets us know it should be a good brand. But I'm like, how? I don't know. Does she do stuff for? I guess House of Darion back in the day was like from scratch, but I do feel like she kind of like partners with like Ivy Park was with Adidas.
Yeah.
Whenever it was around, somebody pointed out that like her businesses aren't as successful as you think it would be.
Yeah.
Versus somebody like a Rihanna, who, and they said the reason is because like Beyonce is always like this mystery and like you can't touch. She's like this entity, but when it comes to Rihanna, she's like all inclusive and she's personable and she's trying the product. And
did Fenty partner with Rihanna?
Fenty is Rihanna.
I mean, as in, hey, I have this great idea for clothes, and I want to partner up with you.
No, like
this is
Fenty.
Idea.
Fenty, Robin Fenty. Fenty is her name,
right? And
so this is from scratch her project. So like, I mean, of course, it started with the fashion. Was it the lingerie, the undies, the loungewear, and then she expanded into beauty and skincare, and now she has a hairline as well. And
hairline fracture.
And people just say like, well, it does well because, you know, like I think she kind of galvanized her. She used her fan base really well, and she just always comes off really personable. And it's like, oh, that's more relatable, and so people feel like they can buy it. Yeah. Rich people now there.
Rich people problems, yo. You in their business. Do you want to talk about your Social Security thing?
Not before I talk about one more thing.
Go for it. I'm sorry.
We talk about rich people in business.
Go for it.
You hear about Sexy Red? You had to know that was coming up.
Sure. Yeah. So Sexy Red is my daughter's favorite rapper.
And I question your parenting.
I apologize. Like, you can't push the tube back into the toothpaste, man. Once it's all over social media, she has access to all types of music. I don't know if you guys know who Sexy Red is. She has a new lip gloss.
Not safe for work collection.
Right. That's just called?
No. I forget what she called it, honestly. But I said it's not safe for work because of the names.
Right.
If y'all haven't, let me see what her line is.
It's embarrassing.
Hold on.
Mayo says, so excited that the Savage store is opening here.
Oh, that's dope. I didn't know they were opening a store. Her brand is called Northside Princess. You can go. This is Sexy Red. She's got a new line of lip glosses. And the names are really interesting.
Okay. I would love to see how you're going to bleep these out.
Right, because you have to. Well, I'll just go with the first one is her song.
Why are you doing this?
I don't know. Because y'all, it really is not safe for work. But she has a song called, what's it called? Booty Hole Brown.
Mm-hmm.
That's also the name of one of her.
I want my lips to look and taste like her booty hole.
Yeah, I'm really not gonna say a lot of these.
You're not gonna say any of them.
No, like I could say Yellow Discharge is the name of them. One of them, Gonorrhea is the name of another one. Blue Balls is the name of one. Sex on My Period is the name of one.
Ah,
Do you want to see the other ones that I refuse to name?
coochie juice, nut, pussy hole pink.
Yep.
Like, like, who is your audience?
This doesn't even make me want to see what the colors look like.
Ugh.
Like, I don't imagine anything gorgeous. What color is gonorrhea?
Green. I don't know. What from? I don't know from. Okay, let me see. If it is, I'm embarrassed. I know it so quickly. Okay, Google. What's the color of gonorrhea?
On the website nhs.uk, they say, an unusual vaginal discharge, which may be thin or watery and green or yellow in color, pain or a burning sensation when passing urine.
Green, yellow, white.
I'm not wearing none of that, and obviously, I'm not the audience. Obviously, but like, I couldn't even be like, I couldn't even go to Brooke and be like, "Hey, girl, I know you love sexy red, so I'm finna get you this lip gloss."
I don't want
And-
none of that on my lips.
And I can't have her being like, "Ooh, Miss Twilla, let me get that gonorrhea." Like, let me get that yellow discharge. Like, no, boo boo, no.
The good thing is going viral. So
And
this is good advertising for her.
Oh gosh,
She's gonna sell out.
this has to be
A sketch.
or what's it called? What you call it? I was gonna
What?
say a gadget, but that's not the word. A gimmick.
No.
This has to be a gimmick to get
No,
people
man.
so that she
We
can
here.
evolve later on.
We here, yo.
She can't want to be here in a few years. You know
I kind
what
of
I mean?
feel like she's gonna be embarrassed 10 years from now, maybe 2 years from now. Like, I don't know what I was thinking. Just like Black China got saved and changed her life around.
Yeah.
And then the girl Brittany Reiner, she's like a Muslim now, and she's like, I regret everything I did. I said, oh, you have their own little times.
Yeah, I mean,
Herpes got a bad rap.
Spicy.
I love Spicy. You know what Spicy's real name is?
No.
Spicy's real name is Bonquisha.
I was going to ask you if you had permission to give her full government.
I don't know.
I know.
That's
I realized.
That's the mystery of her name.
I love it. What are they talking about here? Lipstick, not safe for work. Yep, the lip gloss is not safe for work. Those names are crazy. Who even is the target demographic? I don't want any of that on my lips. Tiana's holding all his disdain in his teeth. Holding all your disdain in your teeth. You were looking like, this is, I can't stand this.
I'm disturbed by this girl. The fact she is super arrogant. She said, so what's the whole thing the young kids are saying? Discern? Hold on, not discern.
Demure.
Mm-hmm. What does that mean?
Very demure. I don't know what that means.
What's the origin of this? Everybody's like,
it's a social media person who was doing a voiceover and was like, see how I'm dressed for work? Very demure, very, like, it's a whole voiceover.
Okay, so that word demure is doing some numbers. Sexy Red said, I don't care what y'all say. I am not demure. I'm a hoe.
Reserved, modest, and shy. Typically used for a woman.
Demure.
She said, I am not demure. I'm a hoe.
I'm a hoe.
Wow.
Don't put that on me.
Well, I don't think all women have to be demure. And if she's taking back the word hoe,
I'm taking her lip.
You're taking her lip.
I don't know why I said that.
I was like, what's that mean?
I was trying to say her tooth. I thought about the lip gloss, but I'm taking the lip gloss off the market. Too many things combined together.
Yeah, I had to bring that up because that was bothering me.
Very demure, very cutesy.
Yes.
Yeah.
See how I slipped that in the promo?
I did. Let's do it.
It's dope. Speaking of the promo,
That's the promo.
you had the comedy show this past week.
Yeah, wherever what the kids are saying. Yeah. Thank you so much. It was an incredible voiceover, incredible edit. I enjoyed the captions and whatnot. Comedy show was a success.
Yay.
It was dope. I think I figured out how to promote it a little bit more. Like a lot of more comedians.
Yeah.
One of our comedians had to back out. She got into an incident that she couldn't come, and so we only had 2 comedians and 3, including myself. And it was fun, man.
Yeah.
I think I'm getting comfortable doing crowd work.
You were good.
Yeah.
You were really good.
I am doing crowd work again for the comedy taping show back at the studio with Chaz again.
Oh, dope.
During the Sunday.
Dope.
Yeah.
You weren't going to tell me before that?
I just got the word today.
Oh, okay.
That's what we were talking about when we went off camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, got the job.
Yay.
Yep.
That's my best friend.
Doing a little opening.
I love it.
Mhm.
I love to see it.
Yep.
That
Next week, next month,
Virgo season.
Looking for all Virgo comedians to be a part of my show. If you are in Los Angeles, please DM me, text me, let me know if you want to be part of the Virgo show. It's called my B-Day Comedy Show, downtown LA, 8 p.m. Friday 13th.
Yay. I have ideas.
What you got the idea of?
It's gonna feel like, as I was doing a voiceover last night, I was like, yeah, it should feel like a party for real.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be like a kickback.
But here's the thing: you got to build up and break back down.
I mean, I ain't doing nothing crazy.
Well, you
have you been to a kickback?
You certainly did. You bought the wines and the corkscrews and the
some of that was there. Yeah, the party hats are happening.
You got the party hats.
It's gonna be cupcakes. It's gonna be a party.
What is his voice?
It's going to be a party, darling.
Okay.
It's going to be a party.
Thank you, Moyo. Thank you, Spicy Original.
I'd be proud of my friend.
Yeah.
I'm really proud.
Also, we got to think about doing the stream if people want to do it.
Yeah, let us know now if that's something you'll support. We can get that going. It's nothing but a thing. Just let us know if you're down. If that's what you want to watch.
Be down.
I forgot that concert was here this past weekend. I'm so
Brandy's here?
Not Brandy, but like the Queens of R&B. Brandy was not here, but
not going.
I was supposed to go this past weekend with my girls, and I just didn't. I was like, oh yeah, let me just wait till Monday, and then we never talked about it again.
It's the comedy show.
It wasn't on Friday.
It was Saturday.
Yeah. You got nothing. Thank you. And if it was the night of the comedy show, well,
I'm out of here.
You okay? You would have figured it out. I am not loyal. You froze your credit. Did you do everything I told you to do?
I did.
Okay. Y'all. We know scammers be scamming. You know scammers be scamming.
I be scamming. Oh, I mean, what?
I said scammers be scamming.
Scammers be scamming.
Dan, you be scamming.
I be scamming.
Don't be scamming. Don't be one of them. Okay. I can't stand scammers. So I think in this day and age, we're all like, yeah, whatever. My info got hacked. I think there's like Cash App has a lawsuit, which make sure you sign up for. I need to sign up for that too. Mm-hmm. If you use Cash App between a certain period, because some fraudulent stuff happened. So sign up for that. But then I got a letter from Ticketmaster that was like, some of your information may have been compromised. Here are the steps. And this happens so frequently nowadays that I feel like people are just like, whatever. But like, I say that because I feel like a week and a half ago or so, something like that, there was this big thing about like Social Security numbers of billions of people were compromised, right? And I'm gonna just read. It says a new lawsuit is claiming hackers have gained access to personal information of billions of individuals,
Billions.
including social security numbers, current and past addresses, the names of siblings and parents, personal data that could allow fraudsters to infiltrate financial accounts and take out loans in their names. And this also, they recently found out, also includes emails. Yesterday, they talked about it was email addresses included in that. And what that pretty much means, because like if you have that two-factor authentication, like you're going to get an email. If they have all your personal information, it could feel something that is like feels like your actual bank. Like when you open an account, it says, what address did you live in? Which one of these people are you related to? All that type of information.
Yeah.
And so now people have access to all that information. And I mean, it's being monitored. Like, I think some of this has been found on the dark web and stuff like that. And I'm usually like, like, it's like, what can you do? And I was like, well, since y'all got all that information, I feel like you probably might be played because, credit's not always great.
Yeah.
Especially when you own your own business and you're taking out loans
No.
and stuff. So,
don't remind me.
But let me do what I can to protect my credit.
Right.
So, like, if y'all are just now hearing about this.
This is not an ad.
This is not an ad. If you're just hearing about this, protect yourself, protect your credit.
Yeah, that condom in your social security number.
Yeah, go ahead and freeze. You can freeze your accounts or freeze your credit with all three bureaus, TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. And pretty much all that means is like your record can't be pulled until you, for some things, like for most things, like loans and credit cards and stuff like that, until you unfreeze it. And it's such a quick action. You just log into your account, freeze, unfreeze. Yeah. So just be like mindful, because I think like we'll probably see more cyber attacks happening on different levels. And while there's stuff we can't, you can't control everything, you can protect yourself in certain ways.
Yeah.
All that to say though, scammers be
scamming,
but they be scamming the wrong things.
Wrong people.
Listen, there are student loans that you could be scamming. Like you could go and hack into the student loans, erase that mess for all of us.
And then what? What's the benefits of them?
Then your credit go up and you can buy a house.
For the scammers.
Oh, I mean, like, do good. You know what I'm saying? So here's, or also like, hey, if you're gonna hack into and have my social security number so you can get loans, the least you could do is go into student loans or other debts, erase that. So at least you have a better chance of getting something in my name. Yeah. Like, make it a mutually beneficial situation. Help us.
Rob us together.
Where's the socialist hacker who just wants to do this for the good of the people?
Right.
I'm just sick of it.
I got some good news and bad news.
What's the good news? What's the bad news?
The good news is we are back. Baldie Locs. Dion Lack and Twilla Mean. We're back. New podcast. Bad news is my back is hurting.
Oh, you needed pillows.
I need to cut it short.
Okay, poor guy. What's going on?
So last Sunday,
I'm gonna help you out in the meantime. I'm helping you out in the meantime while you're talking about it. Listen, shh.
Okay.
I got you, bestie.
You just okay.
Lean back.
I can't. I mean, I can. So, for those who don't know, I did a movie last Sunday with Chaz, and I was a killer, and I was beating somebody with a sledgehammer, and it was fast. It was a real sledgehammer, and I'm hitting it. I don't know if you guys ever had beat anything as hard as possible on the ground, fast, rapid, and I just feel all this. You
look slim though.
Sword.
It looked like a good workout.
It's a
you look real slim on that side.
Incredible workout. I am ripped in my back. My lower back and there's one side I couldn't, and then for continuity purpose, I couldn't do the other side. It's messing up the whole shot. That has nothing to do. I'm forward.
Lean. Does that not help?
Yeah, sure.
I'm over here trying to be a good friend.
This whole time I was like, I'm in so much pain. I looked at the time. I was like, oh, God.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Oh.
But yeah. Time I was like, I can't get it. Every time I was moving, I was like, I was like this. And I was like,
did you take anything? I told you to take something too.
hey man, hey. I follow Dr. Sabi. All right. I only follow, I only take sea moss and elderberry.
Dude, you just ate a burger. Dr. Sebi would never.
That laugh hurts, My lungs expanded. My diaphragm, it did some things. My spleen was moving. Oh, Jesus. I have to cut this short.
Yeah, I was like, let us wrap this up.
Yeah.
Y'all, thank you so much for watching another episode of the Baldie Locs podcast. If you have not done so, make sure you subscribe, leave a comment. Tell us what part you thought was funny.
Yes.
And so we could use that as a clip, a snippet, if you will. And until next time, I'm Twilla Amin.
I'm Deon Lack.
Peace.
Oh, they say right here.
What y'all talking about? Lack just want to go to sleep,
It's not sleep though. I'm really in pain.
CMD says, lay down on your back, get in a crunch position, and roll back and forth. It's a wrestling stretch.
So I was doing this move, y'all, like that, and I was just really hitting this person on the ground.
You weren't hitting them.
Yeah,
that sounded horrible.
That
sounded bad. Okay. Getting up off this couch should not be the struggle. It's still going.
What's this? No, the phone is attacking me.
It's still. You want me to stop it?
Don't let them see me like this. I'm vulnerable. No.
Oh my gosh. God. She said, why are you making us laugh? Samoya said.
Get that goddamn.
You do too much. You do too much, and that's why you're in pain. Thanks, y'all, for hanging with us late. I know it's late. But we finna. I'm gonna read these comments because
talk to the people.
Because people were talking.
I'm gonna soak in some Epsom salt.
Deon, you don't take baths.
Okay.
I said it like that on purpose.
Yeah, I need some tiger bones. All right.
Going back talking about sexy red. Surprised she don't have one called herpes. Not yet.
Oh boy.
Throw it all the way.
The dog is crazy.
Very mindful, very demure, very cutesy.
I hope that's about me.
I hate new trends, words, and slang. I swear. I feel like new slang happens so much, happens way quicker now. And I don't know if it's because, I blame everything on social media. I feel like we could keep words for a while before, our parents picked up on it. But, that whole very cutesy, very demure, very whatever, mindful, that took off really fast. And I think it's almost old right now. And I think it just picked up. I don't know, everybody was doing it overnight. And I feel almost if I was a kid, I would have to every 4 hours, when the new passwords, the passwords regenerate, just you have to keep coming up with new stuff to keep the old folks off your toes, on their toes. But I also feel like I'm at that age, I don't care. Y'all can be demure all you want. I feel like I can't keep up. Nice. Glad it was a success. Congrats. Wait, hold on. My student loans gone, y'all. Congrats, Moyo. That's dope. I'm so serious. I don't know. Like, I feel like there has to be a hacking group that's already formed that's like working to slowly help. I haven't heard about this group. I'm just having hope in humanity that there's a group of hackers somewhere that's actually trying to do like the good thing. Help us add funds into everyone's account or something. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna cut this off because Dion's snoring.
I'm not snoring. Stop it.
I don't think he figured we didn't go back and try it up.
Oh, the audio issue?
Yeah, we didn't go back and try it, but we are going to try it for sure with that new setup because that camera was crispy on there.
All you have to do is look up the cam link.
Moya said I knew he was sleepy.
I was not. I'm talking. I'm just.
I heard you snore.
I wasn't snoring.
I accidentally did like this, and the people saw you too.
No, I knew I was on camera. All I'm doing is just relaxing my back. Just relaxing my back, yo, so I can, recover.
Yeah, Zup, you caught us on the way out. We did a good 50 minutes. Dion had to cut it short. Because he got some ailments going on. Isn't that what the old people say? Got some ailments happening.
Elements?
Ailments. Mario said really aggressive. Oh, that happens when he's sleepy. It's fine. I'm used to it.
I can't laugh. My lungs hurt.
Oh, Zup got a new job. Tell us about the new job. Congrats. Letting the gang know. I want to know about it. Please share.
Good job, Zup.
Good night, Moyo. She said, I'm sleepy too. Gotta rewatch. Oh, you missed most of it? Sorry, guys. You know, we be random with it. But y'all roll with us.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
This arm is fire.
As in, feels fine?
Yeah. But this one, I can't do the thriller.
You also leaning on it, which doesn't help.
Humbug. Humbug.
Okay. Zup said, logistics for one of the bigger car dealerships in the area. I'll be dealing with all the ins and outs of every car. Fancy. What type of car? And can I get a discount? And then how much does it cost to import it?
That's no longer a discount.
That's dope. Congrats. Moyo said, what does that mean though? Does that feel better at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great stretch.
You don't want to import for here. I'm gonna look up the Obama speech.
Turn it on, yo.
Why y'all?
You're not that control. Oh, yes, control.
I'm gonna let Zup explain before I end this, because Moyo had questions. Home. YouTube's. We have crazy tax rates and cars. Exporting cost from Australia sucks.
Still don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I'll just take your word for it. You know, like there's some car brands, like if you buy, I forget, like not Subaru, one of them cars from overseas, like if you go and choose your car there, like they'll like pay for your trip to fly
Right.
out to go buy it, to test drive it, like your flight, your hotel, the car service. And I'm like, so how much is this car really?
Yeah, you just added it. You gave it to me at factory prices and just blame it. What's that?
That's the demure person.
Demir?
Yeah, who started it. Josh Johnson's talking about it, but yeah. Oh, I'm supposed to be looking up Obama. Why did I get here? What's that? Press play. I know how to use TVs, y'all. All right. Not in manufacturing. It's a major dealership that has multiple car dealerships under them where I'll facilitate delivery and upgrades the sale team makes.
Hey, give me a job.
In Australia,
Yeah.
can you work remotely?
Can you work the remote?
I cannot. I don't know how to get back to.
Go back.
Oh, I was ready to give up. At Moyo, we used to have a brand called Holden that used to be made in Australia, but GM bought them out 15-ish years ago, and no more cars are even made here. Huh.
Ain't no more cars being built in the Motown.
No, that's what Zup was saying.
Oh.
All right. All right, y'all. We finna go ahead and shut this out.
Yeah.
Always good to chat with you good people. We have laws on minimum wage and manufacturers don't want to pay. There we go. All right, y'all. Good night. Be blessed. Pressing that end stream.
Yeah. Toodaloo. Bye. Yeah, I'm like.